All right, so
Cool.
now we're live. Thank you all so much for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't been here before, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Help the channel grow. And I guess we're gonna wait for people to jump in and join us so we can get into the conversation. But
Okay,
um,
if I'm picking my ear, is it as
we
bad
haven't.
as picking my nose?
No,
Does it look just as tacky? I have an itch.
I don't care. I mean, if I'm sitting there going like this, like picking your teeth. I mean, is that any different?
Who knows?
I don't know. But I guess we're still waiting for people to jump in. I'm gonna refresh this.
Well, let's just start yapping.
Yeah, we can do that. Um, we didn't get to do an F as in Frank this Saturday.
No, my bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, people were like
Hey guys, what's up?
disappointed. They were looking forward to F as in Frank. And
Hey
we let them
Gatsby.
down. Just to be real, Jack let us down. But
By the way, I friended Gatsby. Just let you know, I didn't. I don't know if you accepted or not, but I wanted to let you know. So I friended Gatsby. Let's see.
friended. What do you mean friended? On what platform?
I got disconnected on Facebook, and I hit the friend button again. That's all. You know how.
Hey guys, what's up, Gatsby, Double Bacon, Sumo Boy, Janet, welcome in. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get ready. No, just kidding.
All right, so go ahead, start us off.
So, since we didn't get to do F as in Frank, I guess we can just kind of go over different topics tonight.
Sure.
Especially with God, what was it that when was it that happened? The bombing. Was that Friday?
2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah. I don't think it was yesterday.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
Was it the night that we were supposed to go live?
Well, I don't know if it was that nighttime. I don't know what time it happened.
I mean, I can tell. I can find out.
Go ahead.
But was it Saturday?
I think it was Saturday. I think it's been 2 days. Because I posted on it yesterday. Unless it happened yesterday, I don't think so, though. Does it matter what day it happened?
No, I'm just honestly, I was just kind of curious because you know how it never seems to fail that when we're live, shit happens.
Okay, stop that. Don't curse us.
Why?
Because every time I go live, I'll be panicking.
Would you really panic about it?
The Queen of England got run over,
Hold on. So, yeah. It says, and shortly after, at approximately 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time, or 2:10 a.m. local time, the lead B-2 bomber plane launched 2 bunker buster bombs. So, if it was 6:40 Eastern, that means it would be 5:40 Central, which means we would have been streaming when it happened. Well, yeah, because it would have been Saturday.
Well, had we gone on?
Yeah, had we gone on, it would have happened.
Totally fooled Trump at that, huh? Totally fooled Trump.
What is the?
He thought, okay, don't hit the button yet. They're not on yet.
What's up, Chris? Welcome in.
5. Hit it.
Hit what? What?
Hit the. So they're like, don't launch the missiles, don't drop the bombs, because Jimmy and Jack aren't on yet.
Right.
Give them a few minutes.
Hold on. Wait for it. Check your watches, everybody. Synchronization. No.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, everybody in the chat. Just want to say hi.
Everybody's saying hi. Jimmy, did you watch Jack's chat with Jim? It was very interesting, especially about their childhoods at the end. Yeah, I watched their episode. I didn't watch it while they were live, but I caught it afterwards. A pre-recorded.
Yeah. That's what I love about Jim. He's real. I mean, Charles is real too. I mean, Charles is real too, but in his own way.
See, that's one thing that kind of throws me off because you guys reference him as Charles. And honestly, when you were correcting the way they spelt it in
Yeah.
chat, when you say chawl, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is CHAWL. But I
Right.
get what
There
you're
is no
saying.
W. There
Yeah,
is no W. But
but
it's something we've called him his whole life.
when you say
So
it,
for me and Jim, it's
it's
like, hey, Chaw, what's up? You know,
like okay. Um, how would I best way to explain it? Like outside in the world, I go by James, but
right.
with family, they all know me by Jimmy.
And
So
friends and
for
friends.
us, for me to start the podcast and say, yeah, go by James because that's just what I go by in the outside world. It would be difficult for you to sit there and say James because, well, you know me as Jimmy.
Right.
So I
Even though
get
when
it.
you call, my phone says James.
So I get it,
Don't
but
break that. Jimmy's calling.
yeah, so I get it, but it's like everybody that's not in that circle, they're like, Chaw, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I think it's your friends and family that call you Jimmy.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat calls you Jimmy.
Well, yeah,
I
because
call you
that's
Jimmy.
what they know me as through this.
It's
So
just easier.
I've always used James outside more, I guess, because it just feels more professional, feels more uh, adultish, I guess. Jimmy just seems like something you would
Adultish.
call a
What?
kid. So I don't know. Just my thought.
Yeah, well, as you get older,
Yeah, I've
you
always
want to be called like a kid.
yeah.
You want to be a kid.
Oh, I guess. I mean, now I mean, it
Adult,
really doesn't has no relevance one way or the other at the end
adultish.
of the
And
day.
let's add that into the dictionary. Adultish, okay? Yeah, that's a
Okay,
new
well,
word.
professional. It seems more
No, no, no.
professional.
I like adultish. Leave it.
I did say professional in the first place. Sumo Boy, yes, and I have promised to behave normally in chat, but I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, welcome in, Janet. I know I already said hi, but I'm just going over everybody's chats. And I said hello to Chris. Let's see. So, anybody saying anything? All I see is highs or hellos. It's weird for some reason. My comments stopped showing up on Jack's last live stream.
Who said that?
Double bacon.
Double bacon. You were saying some nasty things. I shut you up a little bit.
You
I
put him
think,
on timeout.
but I didn't. I didn't block double bacon.
You just
I don't. If for some reason,
put him in the corner.
otherwise, if for some reason you can't see, I'll double check. I want to make sure you're not blocked. So let me know, double bacon, if there is an issue. But yeah, you were saying some really stupid things. So I'm just being honest. You were really nasty. So I kind of put that to a stop.
Just remember, guys, when you're in the chat, and if you're, I mean, especially when we're paying attention to the chat, if you're being kind of nasty or being kind of what's the word, vague or flagrant,
Well, let me jump
if
in
you're,
real quick.
it,
Jimmy and I are
we
normal
don't want to.
people.
That's not what we're here for. So, but
We're normal people. We have feelings too. Just because we're talking, just because we have a channel, doesn't make us anything. Just makes us some people you're looking at. But you got to be careful. You got to be kind. Don't say nasty stuff because I've been seeing nasty for 18 years. So after a while, you get tired of it. And Jimmy just started blowing up. So he's just discovering the world of being an influencer or a content creator, whatever you want to call it. And Gatsby, thank you for the nice words. It's good to see you there. Uh, it was a good stream. It was a lot of fun. But to get back to the chat, you guys, once again, like me and Jim, the people in the chat and me and myself, we can disagree all day long. That's all. But be respectful. Gatsby was always respectful. I tried to be respectful with everybody. Once again, hopefully we're all friends. I don't know where you stand. Maybe you hate my guts. I don't know. But I'm asking, try to keep the comments not nasty because
yeah, we're all just here to have an
yeah,
open discussion and have just a back and forth. Kind of a fair and respectful debate. or not even debate. It's more just a conversation back and forth, just kind of uh, sharing ideas and opinions. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, we don't
Nothing
expect you to
personal.
agree with us all the time at
I'm not
all.
going to hate or have a bad opinion of somebody just by based on their opinions.
So anyway, I'm just portraying why we do the things we do is because
Homer.
we would just like to have a regular conversation.
So Homer says, "Why are the comments on your latest episode turned off?" I don't think they're off, right? You just have them filtered.
They're not turned off. No, they're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Jimmy
all.
Jack, what are your favorite books other than the Bible, of course? Uh, I could go through a list of books, but
One of my favorite books.
I've always been partial to Star Wars, but I think that's just because of my interest in that subject. But
I can't remember. Double Bacon. Is she female or male?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can't. I wish you guys had descriptive usernames. I think Double Bacon, you're female. Is that true? It's all good, man. It's totally good. I mean, once again, we just kind of everybody bangs into each other every so often.
Yeah, it happens.
So let's make sure you're okay.
Especially,
once again, write me privately.
I mean, especially when we get into topics that are pretty hot,
hot and heavy, baby. So
it can ruffle somebody's feathers. So
yeah, I can get into it with Jimmy every so often. Jimmy thinks he knows what he's talking about, and vice versa. we butted heads a few times.
Yeah,
but you know what? We all are like one big family.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah,
Double Bacon once again. Let me know, Double Bacon, if you can't see anything.
How's weather down there?
Say again.
How's weather down there?
It's over 100 degrees right now. Literally right now.
Like humidity wise, or is it like
100 degrees?
Normally, okay, for example, you would say it's 90 degrees, but because of humidity, it feels like 105 or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, it feels like 100 degrees.
So what's the actual temperature?
I don't know the actual. Hold on a minute. What's the temperature outside?
It's about 90 degrees outside.
Oh, you're such a liar. Tammy's car said 102.
Well, that could be true, but what did it say? 90 degrees?
The phone did.
Yeah, see?
I trust Tammy, who's sitting in her car with a temperature gauge that says 102.
Yeah, because it's taken in consideration the heat of the glass. It depends on where the thermometer is. If it's outside the car,
it's in the shade. No, it's not. They do not put the thermometers in the sun because you wouldn't get the right reading. So it's under the hood somewhere. I mean, probably not. Probably not right by the engine because that would be false.
Yeah, that'd be a false temperature.
Yeah, but it is covered. I know that. I just don't know where on the car it is.
I think
maybe somebody in the chat knows where the temperature gauge is.
Yeah, anybody car savvy?
Yeah, you guys. Gosh, I can barely put gas in a car.
Really?
No, I'm serious. I can't. I couldn't change my oil. I could drain the oil.
The guy you go to for maintenance.
No, you don't want me touching your car because if I touch your car, somebody else is gonna have to
change a tire.
No.
I
mean, I could figure it out.
Most guys can. So,
but I dial AAA. So and then the tire gets changed, man.
You're so cooked as a civilization. It
takes me about an hour for them to show up. So, can I change a tire? Yeah, in an hour.
It'll take a while, but
his name's Joe.
How long does AAA say it's going to be here?
It's like an hour, dude. Literally,
hour and a half.
You run out of gas, you need them to bring like 5 gallons
until 4 hours later.
Yeah, they take their time. It's such bad service, but it's better than no service. It's better than no service. You know how much I pay a year? I pay like
Well, hold on,
$16 a year.
because there's so many different avenues that you can go through nowadays. Your cell phone service has roadside protection.
Wait, no.
Uh,
Your cell phone service has roadside protection. Mine's got texting.
no, I'm
That's
just saying
it.
the service that you like. Who's your carrier?
AT&T. They
Okay,
don't
so
give me
AT&T
roadside.
provides roadside assistance.
You want me to call them?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
You
telling you, I
can
ain't got
opt
no
to get it.
Yeah,
Your
roadside
insurance company
assistance.
will provide roadside assistance if you opt for it. There's a bunch of different places that have that option nowadays.
Yeah, AT&T drives by and goes, "You need to replace the tire," and they keep going. I'm telling you, that's the only roadside assistance I get. That's why I pay for AT&T. I mean AAA.
Or
Excuse
like
me.
OnStar.
No, I don't. I don't pay for OnStar. That's a monthly fee. Screw that.
Was a AAA like an annual thing?
Yeah, I think it's like $16. It's stupid cheap.
$16?
Yeah, you get like 100 miles towing package. If I got to go 100
It
miles,
was like $60 or something like that.
the reason why in California, the worst place you could break down is probably on the way to Vegas. 100 miles would get you either back to California where you live or forward to Vegas where you're going, depending on where you break down. But you can always get to another town. That's why we took the 100-mile package.
Sumo says, I bet Jimmy's automobile shop is an oven. Not really. If you go into the shop area, it's got it's almost like a wind tunnel effect, so it stays cool in there. And there's really good ventilation, so it helps.
You have an auto shop?
Yeah, the shop I work at.
Oh, I thought it was a dealer.
It is, but there's a shop there too.
Okay.
Most dealers, you can get work done.
I thought that was just the store.
No,
I thought it was like, hey, you want to?
no, that's why.
License plate frame with bling.
No, that's why I do parts. I do parts for the mechanics or the techs, and I do parts for wholesale. So for other body shops and general maintenance shops or whatever. There's a shop that we work with that's actually, I don't know if it's nationwide, but it's called TCCN, the Car Care Nut. They do a lot of business with us. There's mom and pop places. Yeah. Then there's the everyday Joe that comes in needing a part for their car. So, I mean, we do it all.
Okay.
Kind of almost like an auto parts store.
Can I ask you a question? What's the weirdest person you've dealt with at work, customer-wise, and why? What happened?
I couldn't think of one off the top of my head.
Okay. Never mind. If you can't think of it.
Just like any place, like when I serve tables, you get weirdos that come in. When I do this, you get people that have no clue what the hell they want, but they know they want to fix their car. And you're like,
okay, I heard a little bit of frustration come out of your voice.
Well, yeah, because so there's specific things that when you call to get parts for your vehicle,
right,
that you need to know before you even pick the phone up to call. And one of those is your vehicle identification number or your VIN.
Right.
And people I needed that. How am I supposed to look it up if you don't have that?
Do people know where to find the VIN?
Most of the time, yeah. But they'd be like, "Oh,
places, right?"
This is the problem with mobile phones and having phones connected to your car.
Yeah,
they'll sit there and make the phone call while they're driving, and you're, yeah. So I need your VIN, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm driving."
Okay.
Okay. Great. Why? Why are you driving?
Your VIN for when you park. I need your VIN.
Yeah.
Call me back when you're not driving.
Over, get the VIN, come back, and then talk to me.
Okay, so where are the two places people can find their VIN number?
There's two places. Well, there's multiple places, but the two most common is in the windshield, and then a lot easier place in my opinion, because instead of trying to make out that stamped number that's inside your windshield, you can just find it inside the driver's side door, and it's right there on the plate.
Right on the sticker.
There's a lot more information there, so it's harder to differentiate which one of them is the VIN.
It's a really long number, dude.
It's a
All
really
the
long
letters and
number.
numbers.
It usually
Yeah.
starts with a specific set of numbers.
Yeah. So you can open your door, your driver's side door. There's a sticker inside there.
Yeah, it's usually around the bottom of where all the clump of information is before the tire diagram
It's
or
right at the lock
Exactly,
level.
Yeah.
Right at the lock level of the door. So go to your door, look at the sticker. It'll say your VIN number.
Chris says Gatsby has always struck me as a very authentic person. Happy she is in chat. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to read that. My favorite book is The Great Gatsby. That's funny. Ta-dun-dun-dun.
Boom.
And Gatsby says, in a time where the world is going to hell, it is great to have a place where we can disagree and get along. I agree. Completely agree. What do you say? What says you?
Say again.
I put it on the screen.
In a time where the world is going to hell. Yeah, it's true. It is great to have a place where we can disagree and get along. True. And hopefully you guys kind of got that from when I had Jim on. You know what? We treat each other with respect. We literally disagree a lot. He's so kind. He's so nice.
Yeah.
But he disagrees with me on every aspect. He does. I mean, we go list a whole bunch, but I'm not going to. And you know what? I respect his opinion and what he feels because he's never nasty. Never. Okay. Maybe he was often. But he apologized.
Homer, I'm not sure that's what we're trying to say. If you don't want viewer engagement, say so. No, we definitely want viewer engagement.
Wait, what is Homer saying?
If you don't want viewer engagement, say so. No, that's absolutely not true. We definitely want viewer engagement. We want people to go ahead and voice their opinions, but be respectful. It's not hard to. It's not a big ask.
Okay, let me give you an example, Homer. When you say I've got a Tesla logo hanging around my neck, that's not respectful. That's why I don't read it, because it's stupid. Okay?
Especially since, okay, here. So, Jack, that's what the first thing you would take from what he said.
Yeah.
Me, I would turn around and be like, you can obviously tell it's not a Tesla logo.
He knows it's not a Tesla logo. He's trying to get a rise. I deal with this crap all the time.
Yeah. The way I would perceive, I'd be like, well, obviously it's not a Tesla logo because the T or the cross section is not high enough up. Plus, I think Tesla logo doesn't have a circle around it or some stupid shit like that.
I don't think he freaking cares.
No, I don't think
that wasn't why he said that comment.
But
so that's the kind of interaction we don't want. Okay?
I'll take it and just turn it around as a joke or something. That's just
I just ignore it, and he gets to ramble about.
Yeah, I mean, I totally ignored it. I didn't bother with it, but
right.
Since we brought it up,
that was a great example.
I'll make a joke out of it.
Yeah, that was a great example of not wanting people, banter. We don't want to talk about stupid things. We want to talk about nice things.
And it's honestly, it's just something that's not inducive to conversation. It's just something. It's just something to like a low blow in a sense.
That's just basically what he's trying to be hurtful. That's all. So,
it almost. I mean, I'm not going to say that it would be malicious, but I mean, it is on that border for sure.
Oh, since it's the 15th time he said it, yeah, I think it's malicious. This isn't the first day he said it.
Yeah,
he said it a million times. Once again, I see everything. You're right. Why is he getting so defensive? Homer, you're a freaking moron.
Oh,
I'm not being defensive. I don't need to be defensive. I don't need to defend my cross.
Jack, you're right.
Oh my gosh.
Jack, you're right.
What?
Bacon is a female.
Oh. She is? Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Let me see. Double bacon female. Okay. I'm going to try to remember that. But
I'm not worried about your pronouns. I don't go by that. Sorry. No offense, but
Jimmy,
let's-
you're a great host. See, Homer just can't stop. He can't shut his mouth. Or she, whoever it is, just crap keeps pouring out of your mouth.
yeah, Homer. I
Jimmy,
mean,
you're a great host.
you got to remember.
Your guest is defensive about everything. Other than because I got a freaking annoying person in the chat room that can't shut his freaking mouth. I'm not defensive. I'm honest. You're annoying. We're trying to have a great conversation with our friends.
And
Why
welcome
don't
in,
you
Candy.
freaking go? Why would
I
you?
noticed-
Why would you bother? So, defensive.
Janet says, "I
I
like
need
that
to defend
Jimmy and
myself
Jack."
from you.
Janet says, "I like that Jimmy and Jack can disagree while still being jovial and laughing and good friends. Not to mention cousins-in-law."
Very much so.
Yeah,
That's a good
and that's what it's
comment.
about. I mean, that's really what it's all about. It's you can have a disagreement. You can still be like, "Hey, at the end of the day, we're still gonna shake hands and go about our day."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And by the way, Jimmy's coming back home someday. We're working on that, right?
Yeah.
Never
Okay.
can
Homer
come
did
back.
say something productive.
Yeah.
Car thermometers are not accurate. They're close, but not the same. Which that's what I was trying to get at. I don't think car thermometers really gauge it accurately.
Homer
They
wrote
may
that?
be more so. Hold on. They may be more so on newer cars. Back when thermometers were first being introduced into the system of the car, I think they were less accurate than they are now. You know what I'm saying?
Did Homer write that?
Yes.
See, Homer, say you can have a conversation. You're doing great.
I think the thermometer is in glass by the rearview mirror. That's what Chris said. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I think it's right there by their center rearview mirror.
I have no idea.
Well,
Oh no,
I
it
know.
has to be outside. It can't
I
be
work with
in.
I work with cars more often than you do, so I'm
Wait.
telling you.
All
I
right,
think
and my brain cells are saying, if your air conditioning is running, you can't have the thermometer by the rearview mirror.
well, no, because the air conditioner doesn't go there.
What?
The air
What?
conditioner doesn't point to the glass.
How can the thermometer tell me what the heat is outside when I got the air conditioning at
Because
65?
it's up on the glass.
Okay,
it's
you
covered.
said behind the rearview mirror.
Like, okay, here. You know,
That's in the car.
you know those front-facing cameras that they have now
Yeah,
on cars?
right.
It's literally right there behind the rearview mirror,
Inside the car.
inside the car.
Okay, so it can measure outside being
Yes.
inside the car.
Yes, it bases the temperature off the glass, and I think the computer knows to differentiate.
Hey,
the
somebody
temperature
help me out in chat here. Is that true?
I could be wrong. I don't know. I've never put one in, so I couldn't tell you. But that's from my understanding.
I
That's
could
where
be
it's at.
wrong. No, I could be wrong. I may not know. Maybe it can read through the glass. I don't know.
It's 89 in Chicago. Real feel of 103. Yeah, it's
Is
warm.
Is it warm there?
Oh God.
Is it humid?
And it's like, okay, so the best way to explain it is like if like when I'm on my Harley, right? I've got nothing but air, right? So when I'm riding the Harley at 60 degrees, it feels like it's 40 degrees because the air, right?
How fast you going?
40, 50.
And it stays together?
Yes.
Doesn't fall apart?
It stays.
You leave a big trail of parts? Harleys are famous for falling apart, dude.
No. But while you're riding, you feel that temperature difference because of the wind factor, right?
Right.
Well, I went and got lunch today, and as I'm riding, I'm going probably 30, 40 miles an hour, and it wasn't enough. The wind factor wasn't enough to cool down. It still felt like an oven, even though all I had was a light jacket on.
Yeah, that's not pleasurable.
No.
Luckily, I work.
Especially when you got a black helmet on, and it's just cooking. Oh yeah.
Okay. Now you're making me all hot. Yeah. So
let's see. She goes on to say Chad is staying in our air conditioned studio, but I have taken a hotel for the night to beat the heat.
Who? What?
Janet.
Oh, okay.
Candy says, With hold on. How are the boys today? Candy says we're doing good. I'm doing good. You good?
Yeah, I'm okay. Nothing wrong.
A little hotter under the collar.
No, I'm good.
Feeling
Homer
warm.
made some good comments,
There you
so
go. See,
I'm liking that. I
that's all we're
honestly
asking for. That's all we're asking
listen.
for.
I know you're all smart. None of you are
How
stupid.
dare you jump
I
in the
said
swamp?
you were stupid out of anger, but none of you are stupid.
Really?
You all can help out in the conversation. That's what I love about this. They all have an opinion of some sort. Some of you have the answers. Their car thermometers are using a thermostat, a thermistor. The thermistor is mounted in the engine bay. Usually, it is affected by engine temperature and road temperature. You know what, Homer? You could be right. I'm completely in the dark on this.
I just ate a crisp
I-
apple.
completely.
Rejuvenated.
And Jimmy, I like Jimmy because he pretends he's not in the dark and he just starts spitting facts and he hopes that we grab on and go, okay. I'm just kidding.
Are you talking
I'm
about
just
me?
kidding. We were talking about where the thermostat is.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was it? Candy said something. Oh, here.
Hey, double
I think
bacon.
Candy's down in New Orleans, down in Louisiana. Says that they jump in the
Ooh.
swamp to beat the heat.
Yeah, watch
That
out for
would
them
suck.
gators.
That would suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'd go
No
jump in
way.
some oysters and eat them in the half shell. That's what I'd do.
Honestly, there's one thing I do miss. Frank, remember?
From
My
Evelyn
uncle
Frank?
Frank. My uncle Frank.
Oh, okay. That Frank.
When he lived in Cyprus, they had an outdoor shower.
That was California, everybody, by the way, in case you don't know.
Yeah,
where
that was in California, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had an outdoor shower. So they had a curtain around it and everything. So you can go outside and take a shower.
Purposely?
Yeah. Well, it's in California. It's like not like the pipes are going to
Dude,
freeze over during
No,
winter.
I get it. No, I get it. Who'd want to shower outside?
Dude, I would so do that. I would so do that. It was freaking amazing. It's like the best shower I ever had.
Really?
Yeah. Because it all you felt was the cold air and the hot water at the same time.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have the
amazing.
world's. We have a shower that's 7 feet long. Literally,
What?
it's 7 feet long. The shower, Tammy's shower. We have my side. We have her side. We have his shower head. We have her shower head. We got like 2 showers in one.
So if you guys decide to take a shower together, you can basically have your own personal shower in the same one.
Literally, there's plenty of room. But yeah,
honestly, when I get my house, I know not knocking yours, but my idea of a perfect shower is just a rain room. That's it, just a rain room.
You
like
know,
a giant cubicle room with shower heads on like 3 sides. Just
okay.
Mm.
So Tammy got the
be
glass frosted, which pisses me off.
Huh?
She got the glass frosted on the shower.
Okay.
So you can't see anybody inside.
Okay.
I'm like, you're my wife. I've seen all of you. What the frick? You know? So I gotta wait till she comes out and drying off.
That honestly makes no sense because of the simple fact that if you're in the shower, do you not lock the door before you go into the shower?
There is no lock on the door. It's
Well,
a glass door. There's no latch at all.
What? The bathroom door is glass?
No, the shower door.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so the bathroom door, you lock that.
Right.
And then you get in the shower. So there's no need for frosted glass.
She's showering while I'm shaving.
Yeah, there's no need for a frosted glass if
you
have the door
because
locked.
I'd poke my head in all the time. If I could see through that door, if I could see through the glass, I'd be hanging out. I'd be pouring drinks.
Oh, Jack.
I'd be playing video games. I mean, that's where I want to hang out.
Bring the Switch 2 in there?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care how crappy the console is.
Oh, funny.
I'm crazy about my wife. I love my wife. So, anyway, it's 7 feet long. I'm like, what the frick? When we built the house, she planned for it to be that big. I'm like, what? What about the bathtub that's over there? We never use that. What's up with that? So stupid. It's a long bathroom, by the way. Big master.
Well, I never saw it finished.
Yeah, it's
I
no
saw it
big
when it was still a frame.
Well, you ain't gonna see anything. The glass is frosted anyway, but you know.
I don't want to. God, I don't want to see her.
I'm just have my eyes right.
Ah.
So anyway, enough of that.
I
Oh,
just ate Chris
Snoozy.
Kaplan.
Somebody said goodnight to Snoozy, so I guess Snoozy's going to bed.
I guess I don't know.
Good night.
Why doesn't it tell me the time that the? So it's not telling me like how many minutes has passed, like it usually does.
Oh yeah, that's right. It normally says 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
When you guys write your comments.
I wish Jimmy was on.
It's not telling
my
us.
auto tech. Surprisingly enough, I know my way around a car for the most part. When it gets into more serious things, especially if it's electrical, I'm not sure about it. Jimmy, can you pimp my ride? Yeah, I'm not that tech savvy. Hell, here you go. I've got. Wow, Candy says I want those subwoofers. I don't know what you mean by that, but that's sounds kind of innuendo to me. But no, I do have subwoofers, a car stereo, and car speakers. I still haven't put in, and I've had them for at least 4 or 5 years, so they're probably outdated by now. If that tells you how much I know about electrical.
I know.
What's the longest slug of old oil you've pulled out of an engine, Jimmy? I've not done that, and I don't have firsthand knowledge of people that put freaking antifreeze or windshield washer fluid into the engine either. I've never actually seen it done.
Can I answer Candy's question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Candy asks, do you prefer shower chairs or no shower chairs? Okay. I'm going to complain about this because it's the worst part of the shower. There's a shower chair in there, right?
Why?
A seat. It folds down. It like has a weight capacity of like 450 pounds. But it's the size of a postage stamp. Like, it could come on, like, it's just attached to the wall.
Yeah, it's probably attached to the frame of the wall.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't feel safe on it ever, but I use it. It is a seat in the shower. Candy, I do prefer a seat.
That'd be kind of a catastrophe if you.
That would freaking hurt if you fell off the wall.
How do you like 911? What's the problem? I fell in my shower.
Yeah. No, I would call 912. Don't come. Don't come over.
No way. I feel kind of embarrassed as it is.
Yeah.
But this is the situation. I'm going to try to climb out.
Hey, Jimmy, I forgot to tell you. I just learned something.
What?
Do you know what 811 is?
What?
I just found out what 811 is.
811?
Yeah. It's suicide hotline.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I did not.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Good thing I wasn't trying to off myself. I wouldn't have known who to call. But literally, you can call. What are you laughing at? It's a serious line.
I'm just thinking of you falling in the shower, dial 811.
Stop it. Like, stop it.
So this was intentional.
811 is real, guys. I didn't know that. I think it's awesome.
I don't know how long ago, Paulin, but you said hello, so I'm going to say hi. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. I need a TV installed.
That's an awesome skill to have. I missed that comment, Jimmy, especially in
actually, one thing I want.
Type of bed.
Speaking of chairs in the shower, I want a TV in the shower.
Oh no, I just need a music. That's all.
No, I want a TV.
I get one of those.
I can sit there and watch podcasts while I'm taking a shower.
What? You don't need to watch podcasts. You can listen to them while you're taking a shower.
Well, I mean,
like I don't like get off watching Tim Pool.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'd sit there and listen and watch at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I take my phone. I'll take my phone in the shower.
What?
Yeah, because I've got those shelves that are in the shower on the opposite side.
Why do you bring your phone in the shower with you, you freak?
Because it's freaking waterproof for one. Two,
Wait,
I'll sit there and like I'll be sitting there scrubbing my hair, and then I'll hear what they're saying, right? Just like I would with my earpiece.
Oh,
I'll just
so
listen.
you're playing
And then
your
when
phone.
they show me something on the screen.
You're watching your phone in the shower.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You need to just drive over here and slap me in the face, because that is the craziest thing. Are you that much of a freak that you can't
Freak.
take a shower for 5 minutes and get out and then continue
No,
watching?
'cause my shower usually takes about 20 minutes.
What? How long does it take you to wash your butt?
I scrub every part of my body.
Right. That takes what, 15, 20 minutes? Well, true. That's could go 20 minutes. But
Here, I'm not in the Marine Corps anymore. I don't have to take 5 or 3-minute showers.
wait, hold on.
What are you waiting for?
Hey, Tam. There's music playing in the living room. Nobody's home. There is music playing in the living room for some reason, and nobody's home.
Weird. Text her.
Hold on. No, I'm just going to peek on.
Jimmy, do you know how to
Google
remove
Home.
a boot from a car? I've never done it, but I know there's a way.
Yep, kitchen display. There it is. Shut up. There, I turned it off. My kitchen display started playing by itself.
Certain lawyer who also picks
That
locks.
freaked
quite
me out.
well.
All right, I'm back, guys.
From a
Sorry.
video that can help
I
you,
got a little
Janet.
freaked out there.
Wait, Janet has a boot on the. Wait, no.
Hey, Janet, you
Sumo.
got a boot on your car?
Well, I don't know
I'm so-
because
I didn't mean to laugh.
Sumo asked
I've never
about
had a
removing the
I've
boot.
never had a boot on my car. Have
Yeah,
you?
I've never had that either. No.
But I mean, I guess because you're illegally parked, maybe they put a boot on it, which is stupid because you'll never move your car then.
Yeah, exactly. How can you move it?
I don't get it.
There are secret services called boosters, and they add boots to your car if you are caught in bad neighborhoods or questionable people. Really?
Say again?
I don't. Here, Candy posted it. There you go. It's on the screen.
There are secret services called boosters, and they add boots to your car.
Oh, Michael is here. Welcome in, Michael. I didn't see you in.
Is Michael who?
Yeah, Michael Kane's here.
Michael, how are you? I didn't.
I haven't seen Jeff post anything. Jeff, you're in your chat. Hit us up.
Questionable people. Okay, I didn't know there were people
That
called
should not have gone
boosters.
That should not have gone through.
I don't
I'll
know
have to figure that out. Maybe because it's Michael.
what happened.
Look, I'll
I
tell you
didn't
later.
see Michael.
Here.
How come I can't see Michael? Is this Michael Kane?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I can see it now.
Uh,
Okay, got it. Okay. So anyway, the boat is to prevent me drinking brandy. Okay, so brandy is your poison of choice, basically. I'm guessing.
that sounds like.
And driving, which I didn't even
Do you
do.
think
I was falsely accused. Got it. But I won't go into it. I get it. This.
Oh, here you go.
occurred
This is a
last week.
current topic. So Snoozy says,
Do
do you
you-
think World War III will happen, or will Iran shrug it off and say, don't do it again?
No,
Honestly, I think
I'll let
that
you. first.
Iran only retaliated to save face.
That's what
Because
everybody
there
says.
was Trump came out and said that they had foreknowledge of the imminent attack on the base in Qatar. So I think,
They
that-
literally warned us it was coming.
yeah,
they
they warned
literally called ahead and said, "Oh, by the way, we're sending 13 missiles over. We just wanted you to know so people can clear out."
yeah, so they
They
don't.
both sides did that. I think we alerted Iran we were coming in right before.
Oh well, I think Trump posted to let everybody know in Iran to to stay clear because the
of
attacks
those
are.
areas. But
Um,
it's the weirdest
and not
dance.
to
It's
mention
like they
that
were
where he attacked, there was no civilization. Like there wasn't a big population in those areas.
Same with Iran. From what I heard, only one missile got through. They deflected all the rest.
Well, and
The
from what I
one
heard,
missile
that
landed where
one
nobody
missile
got.
was actually not even a threat. So
Right.
they
It
just let it.
landed where nobody was.
Yeah.
Like, literally, guys, you think World War III is on the brink? Nobody got hurt. Nothing happened. It was like target practice. It was crazy. And they called each other and told each other it was going to happen. It's the strangest thing. Oh, and I love how the media, screw the media. I'm so over them. All they
Well,
say is,
we
what?
already knew this though.
Yeah, but they're doing headlines like, oh, we're going to war. We just got pulled into war. They're naming it like it happened. Like we're in the war already.
Yeah.
We're in War
And it's
III.
not even a war. It's not even a war.
No.
There's no. It's not.
Thanks to the
Actually,
media.
the
with the
Democrats
investment
even,
poison.
from what I heard, Democrats in the Senate or in Congress or somebody has come out and said that we need to, or that they need to do wartime act legislation for Trump. And that's coming from the left. That's coming from Democrats.
I don't even know.
That's ironic.
But no, it's listen, I can with all my whole body, everything I know, everything I've read, literally it's probably the most peaceful shots at each other that happened. And the media is blowing it up. World War III. They literally
Did that really happen?
have to do what happened?
I heard the leader of Iran gave a secret peace sign to Trump, so all is good.
It
That really happened?
close. I read close. It did happen. It's better than you think. Better off than you think. In fact, after he
Well, I think
took
Trump's
care of nuclear.
actions.
What?
I think Trump's actions instigated peace.
He said after
Even though
bombing,
it's bombing, I mean, it basically said, "Hey, look, this is what we can do."
he
So
literally
let's
wants
work.
to help
Let's-
Iran, I
Let's
swear.
make this happen.
You may not believe it, but I swear. He literally told Iran, congratulations,
Homer's
welcome to peace.
Michael, Homer is on Twitch. That's why you're not seeing him.
Oh,
Homer
they
again. I
can't
wish
see
we
Homer?
would focus more on the real.
I don't see
chatter.
Homer anywhere either.
No, he's here.
I
see
haven't
him.
seen him.
Michael Caine, Snoozy Sleep says, Homer again. I wish we would focus more on the real chatters instead of the imagined ones. I don't know what they meant by that. Homer says, why is he getting so defensive? Holy shit.
Oh, you're way back. You're 15 hours behind.
I must be
again.
way back.
Dude, you're way back. Scroll all the way down. We're all in a different conversation.
Oh, God, yeah, because there's one that I seen.
Homer already slapped at me like 2 hours ago. Homer's cool now talking about thermostat.
I wish this thing would frickin' tell me the time.
I wish it would scroll. It stopped scrolling. What the frick's wrong with this Rumble Studio? Maybe we got to go back to YouTube.
Ducks Rule. Ducks Rule's in here too. I didn't see you till just now, so welcome in.
Yeah, I see Ducks Rule. I can see him.
Who else wants to see Tim Pool on this podcast? That's probably not going to happen. It'd be cool, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, you have a better chance of seeing Ryan. What's his name?
The one that you told me about?
Yeah, the Ryan guy. He's
Sean
got
Ryan?
like millions of followers.
Sean Ryan?
I can't remember his name.
I think it's Sean Ryan.
He's in, Sean Ryan. That's it. He's in Nashville. I've already invited him on. So if I get a chance, I'll have him on. If not,
Who's that?
that'll be it.
Who's that guy that you worked with at Kick FM?
Sean Parr?
Parr. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, Sean Parr. Yeah, that's something completely.
That's what makes me think of, or reminds me of Sean Ryan.
No, Sean Ryan is like
two
an
names.
ex-Green Beret or something.
I just relate the two names. That's it. That's the extent of it.
They both start with Sean.
Yeah, exactly.
It's difficult to see a man who does not exist.
I would love to see Jimmy interview Tim Pool. I think it'd be the other way around. Tim Pool would interview me.
What would you ask? What
I
would you
wish I
ask
had a
him?
pool like.
Why do you always wear a beanie? What would you ask him? If you can interview Tim Pool, what would you ask him?
Oh God, I wouldn't even know what to ask. Probably points of view on certain things, but I mean, I kind of get that from what he says in his podcast, so it'd be kind of difficult.
I'd be like, "Hey, what do you eat for breakfast?"
It'd be more like I think it would be more along the lines of what's current in the news, and then we just kind of give each other's perspective on what's going on. It's difficult to see a man who does not exist. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I read that. Snoozy, who are you talking about?
Yeah, who are you talking about? Stevie?
Write complete questions if you can, please.
Yes,
so we don't have to scroll back.
Help us out.
Yeah, this is flying by really fast.
Were the attacks on the U.S. bases in Qatar peaceful too?
And meet up Taco Bell.
So, Paulin, no, the attacks on Qatar was not peaceful, but
hold on, Ducks Rule. Go ahead.
Understandable.
So Ducks Rule wants to do a fan meetup. You mean a friend meetup? I like to call you friends, not fans. But you want to do a meetup at Taco Bell. I did want an In-N-Out burger by your old house.
Huh?
You know the In-N-Out near your old house in California, when you were a kid?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are several. Which one?
The one that your mom and dad still live at?
Well, they don't live anywhere near In-N-Out.
They do now?
Wait, where?
On Brookhurst.
The only one I know on Brookhurst is on Ball.
That's near them. Dude, that's like 5 minutes from your old house.
Like 10 minutes away.
Oh, dear Lord. I didn't know we had to be under 3 minutes. Forgive me.
Here. Remember?
Wait. Let me answer him.
Listen. The Trask Apartments. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Trask Apartments are closer to the In-N-Out on Magnolia and Trask than where my parents live. And
you're literally arguing GPS. Okay, so they want to do meetup. What would be cool is when you come back home, because that ain't home. When you come back home, we could both show up at a meetup.
Yeah,
hang out. That'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
Taco Bell. Isn't it crazy how great Taco Bell is? Taco Bell's food is so bad for you guys. It's dog food. And yet, it's the best tasting dog food I've ever had.
Well,
oh my God, it's horrible. Have you seen them make the meat?
Taco Bell is actually better than McDonald's.
Wait. No, McDonald's isn't food. McDonald's is chemistry class.
What I was just saying. I said Taco Bell is better for you than
hold on a minute. I'm just going to hang up on him.
Didn't tell me date, Sean.
No, I'll talk to Jimmy about a meetup, and maybe we'll do it at Taco Bell. Where are you, by the way, Ducks Rule? Are you anywhere near here in this area?
Are you anywhere in the Nashville greater
14,000 Taco Bells. So
yeah,
we can meet at any of them. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm at Taco Bell. Where are you at?
Why don't we do when we do Chicago Pizza Wars? Why don't we do a meetup?
Yeah, we could do that.
You're gonna be with me. Let's do it. If anybody's in the area, they can come by and say hi. And everybody's welcome.
I want to see Jack at a meetup. I'll buy him his favorite food at Taco Bell.
Do you know what my favorite food is? Do you know my favorite Taco Bell item is? Nobody knows.
I couldn't tell you.
Come on.
Janet.
Nobody's going to guess. Oh, wait, hold
on. Come talk.
Eat plain chicken.
Laura Pool. I'll write it. Jimmy X. Tim Pool fan fiction.
Oh, yeah. We can practice. Like, you can order something at Taco Bell, and I'll knock it out of your hand so you don't eat it. But
the last time Iran bombed a base in Iraq, my brother was there. Gave him PTSD. I get it. That makes sense.
Oh, Jay Gatsby.
Yeah. I can understand. I can sympathize with that.
Okay, I'll think about a meetup at Taco Bell.
month of staying in this Hilton with air conditioning. After that, it's back to Section 8 with Chad. We should have an F as in Frank con. That'd be funny.
Like a VidCon, right?
All of 10 people show up.
Yeah, and we could all sit around with microphones.
Yeah.
We would just do, we practice posing.
You see, plain chicken breasts to keep trim, so I don't know what McDonald's or Taco Bell tastes like.
Jack's favorite Taco Bell is Mexican pizza. No, Sumo Boy is very close. That's my second favorite. No, that's my third. Excuse me. My first favorite is the grilled cheese burrito. It's grilled with either chicken or steak, and it's like grilled cheese. It's awesome. It's got cheese on the outside.
What was that? I like the oh god, what was it called? I don't think they have it anymore. But it was the ones that they grilled, like they grilled stuffed burrito or something like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
The steak grilled stuff.
It's the grilled cheese burritos.
Yeah.
You can get steak or chicken in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it with
Those
steak.
are good. And I usually get the cheesy roll-ups. They're like $1 a piece. But they're really good. Have them put red sauce in it. They have to. They will. Say, yeah, I'll take the cheesy roll-ups with red sauce.
Yeah, they have it available.
Oh, it's so good. I can literally, I haven't had it in over a year. I can literally taste it in my mouth. Like I'm biting right into it. It's that good. Guys, try it out. Try the grilled cheesy burrito. It's got cheese on the outside, including cheese on the inside too. Get it with steak or chicken. I don't care. But I promise you, it's huge. That like you won't order anything else. You'll be full. Say again?
Duxville says I would also like to see Monica Lewinsky on this podcast.
Monica Lewinsky, really?
You
Monica. Here. Wait a minute. Monica Lewinsky is here. She's under the desk.
Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah. Sorry. She's a little busy right now.
Call her Frankie.
Dude.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we've been getting a little aggressive here.
Eliza.
They used to have
Eliza's
Smothered Burrito. Hey, Eliza, what's up?
Smothered Burrito. Actually, the chorito is really good too.
There's been some kind of cool killer items. Mexican pizza is probably my third. So it goes the grilled cheese burrito or the cheesy grilled burrito, whatever they call it. Second is the cheesy roll up with red sauce. And third, by the way, Taco Bell has the #1 app. I'm going to do a tech time. I'm going to do a tech time on that. The Taco Bell app. It's so good. What's so funny?
Candy's like, whoa, I'm telling Tammy.
Easy.
That's funny.
So, anyway, but
got to tell Monica Lewinsky to calm down.
Yeah, well,
Pintos and cheese with cheese sauce is a good snack. Yeah,
Pintos and cheese is really good. Gatsby, all right, you guys know how to eat too. I mean, it ain't me. You guys got up some great orders, but yeah, Pintos with cheese is really good.
You guys gotta take him off his diet here.
But no, Taco Bell's got a new thing. Have you heard about it?
Which one? I heard about the.
You can literally design your own meal and put it up for the public to order.
They did get this. What is it? The Takis? Is it called Takis?
Yeah.
They did something like that.
No, that's at Wendy's.
Is that Wendy's?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Taco Bell. They did that big. You know how Taco Bell did that keynote.
So Taco Bell has Cheez-Its then.
I don't know, but I do know Taco Bell is going to allow you to create a meal, like a Taco Bell meal, like a celebrity meal, and people can order your meal. You can design the meal with a drink. So I'm definitely going to do a grilled cheese burrito with cheesy roll up red sauce and a drink. I'll pick a drink. Something, maybe like Mountain Dew.
At Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Whatever
they got.
Baja Blast.
That's it, right. That'll be the drink. Yeah. But I'm going to design my own Jack
Never go wrong with Baja Blast at Taco Bell.
Yeah. It'll be called the Jack Attack meal. You should do one, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You should do your own meal. Put it up. People can click on it on the internet and they can order it and try it out.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool. They're going to be doing a lot of things with their app. Be ready. I know because I saw the keynote speech.
Really?
You can get just plain chicken at Taco Bell. It is what I do. Very high in sodium, but I dip. Yeah. I love your suggestion, but I don't know anybody that goes to Taco Bell to eat healthy. They go, I'm going to go eat healthy at Taco Bell.
Well, I mean, they did have that.
That is so great that you can do that, by the way.
They did have that thing for a while, the Fresca meal or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it did so well that we can't even remember what it was called.
Well, I just said
let alone we had it. Did you ever eat it?
No, because I never ate it.
It was so popular.
How was it? I'm not into eating healthy at Taco Bell.
But Janet says you can order just chicken breast.
Well, yeah, like what is it? I mean, even that like In-N-Out, you can eat healthy too. You can get the protein style or whatever.
Right. I know.
Let's see. Bacon says I like Arby's roast beef. I do too. The beef and cheddar is always good.
Double bacon. Do you remember? Since you're an Arby's fan, do you remember the barbecue? Do you remember they used to have an barbecue, Jimmy?
An barbecue?
Yeah, the barbecue sauce on the roast beef.
No, I've always gotten a beef and cheddar from there.
That's when they got rid of the barbecue is when I stopped.
The Arby melts.
5 years ago.
I don't even think they do the Arby melts.
I've been to Arby's on the show, but I used to go all the time for barbecue. The barbecues were to die for.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It was, it probably was horrible for you. High fructose corn syrup and everything. It's like you can't eat anything in the world anymore
without high fructose.
I had a glass of water. Did you know there's chlorine in the water? Do you know there's chemicals in the... I can't even drink water and be healthy because there's warnings on everything.
Fact. It's like there's an ingredients label. There's an ingredients label on the bottle of water.
It's like true, guys. Why? It's like no matter what we do,
this is not water anymore.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So anyway,
Janet says you are so funny tonight, Jack.
Sorry,
Jack, stand-up hour.
The wind is blowing in the right direction. Put it that way. So thank you.
It's all thanks to Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, as long as she's under the desk, I'm good.
Look, it's shaking.
Dude, you can get me in trouble. My wife's coming home any minute. Hurry up.
Michael Caine says the chicken wraps are new.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken wraps aren't new, are they?
Guys, we're going to have a chicken wrap war. Literally, everybody who came out. Remember they came out. Do you remember we had chicken sandwich wars? Do you remember Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and everybody had a chicken sandwich, and everybody was battling.
I missed the chicken littles that they had at KFC.
Those were good, by the way. I heard
those were really good.
But the chicken wraps are coming. Everybody has them.
I think they're $1 or $2 a piece for the chicken littles. Oh my god, they were great.
We're making everybody hungry, dude.
Yeah, I get 4 or 5 of those.
This isn't a Cooking with Jack show. This is your show, dude. Why are you talking about food so much?
I know we're talking about food. So much for politics, I guess. Did you see?
I'd rather eat.
Did you guys see the Hodge twins recently mentioned on one of your Trump points on their stream?
Who are the Hodge twins?
God, I think is it the black guys?
The Hodge twins. Wait, what was that? 15 hours ago, that comment? I missed it.
No, it's recent. because I've been trying to keep that or keep it scrolling.
Janet, it's good to have you back. Electrolytes are more important. Okay, they're talking. Oh, I see Michael Caine. Finally, how ridiculous!
Oh, well, I mean
Wait, they still have the Meat Mountain, don't they?
Yeah, okay, that's who it is. It's the guys, the mega guys that have beards. They're twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What'd they do?
Um,
They mentioned something.
Snoozy, here we go. It says, did you guys see the Hodge twins recently mentioned one of your Trump points on their stream? The guests they had on mentioned that they watch your shorts to get caught up on trending topics. Really? I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to watch the Hodge twins. I don't normally watch them. I know.
If you can shoot us a link to whatever video that was. We're in the dark.
I'll definitely check it out. Shoot us a link.
Snoozy says you can drink Gatorade instead of water and actually get additional nutrients and hydration. Hydration. I do know Gatorade. Gatorade has sugar in it. Gatorade Zero doesn't. I don't believe.
Honestly, I miss the days when they had I'm sure it's probably still out there. It's just not as big. When they had real sugar in the Mountain Dew, they had real sugar in Pepsi. They had real sugar.
The Mexican Coke has real sugar.
Well, I know the Mexican Coke does, but they had like a bottle, like normal bottled version of real sugar. Remember?
Right, I think Mountain Dew does
white
too.
Label or something like that.
Yeah, Mountain Dew does carry that right now.
Do they still?
Real sugar, yeah.
Yeah, see that.
I don't know what they call it, but I think it's Mountain Dew. Whole lot of sugar. It's called.
I mean, to be fair, I think even though sugar isn't good for you,
it's better than high fructose corn syrup.
Exactly, it's definitely better.
You might as well have sugar, guys. If you eat high fructose corn syrup, get off that crap. Don't eat the sauce at McDonald's. Go for sauce with sugar in it.
Michael Caine says Baja Blast is specifically or scientifically engineered to complement the food at Taco Bell and vice versa. That makes sense.
Really?
I mean, that's why Taco Bell has it and, well, no other place does. I'll be the new Jared from Subway. Such a dream. Can you guys get Monica Lewinsky on the podcast? She's already here.
Yeah. We told you she's under the desk. So anyway,
design a plant-based Taco Bell menu.
We can barely get the mailman on this podcast. Serious.
Sorry, Chris, no, I can't do that.
Nobody's fighting to get on this podcast.
Eliza says, call her Frankie.
I stick to water with lemon. There we go. Unless I'm having
there's a secret menu at Taco Bell where you can get a regular quesadilla, but ask them to substitute little shrimps instead. And they'll
Jack,
do it.
Did you ever DJ at Disneyland? Okay. I did for one day. So Hot Toddy, the DJ at Knott's Berry Farm, he used to DJ Studio K and Cloud9. He was my personal friend, who my mom probably would have not been happy me being friends with. But anyway, we hung out together, we partied together.
Yeah.
Hot Toddy was the DJ. He went to Disneyland. I can't remember. Videopolis. I think that was it. He got to DJ there one night, and I joined him. So, just to answer your question, I did.
Did you ever do the that thing where they do the graduation ceremony at night at Disneyland?
Oh, grad night.
Yeah.
I went to the grad night.
Did you do it as a DJ?
No, I didn't. I didn't perform.
So I know they did that. They did a lot of special events like that, but not just grad night. But there was.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Videopolis sucked, dude. It didn't do well at all.
They call it late at night in the park or something like that.
I don't know.
Oh, in the park after dark. That's what it was.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah. I never did that. Oh, yes, you're right. But Studio K at Knott's Berry Farm.
I know they had it because I think I worked it once or twice.
Did you ever go to Studio K?
Studio K? No.
Knott's Berry Farm.
I didn't know that. Oh, no.
That's where Tammy and I, when I was DJing in the booth with my buddy, Tammy would go there dancing. I didn't know her back then. She was dancing on the floor while I was spinning records, and I
Oh,
never
okay.
knew she existed.
Oh, how funny.
Had I seen that,
Well, because
I'd have been
Tammy
all
worked
out
there for
sooner.
a while.
What?
Tammy worked there for a while.
Yeah, she did the funnel cakes.
Yeah.
She freaking loved doing that.
Yeah, she worked inside the park though, didn't she?
Yeah, that's like liquid crack. If you've never had funnel cakes, stay
Liquid.
away from it. They would dust cocaine over it all.
Well, they put powdered sugar over
Same
top.
thing. Same
Same
thing.
thing. I love how you call cocaine powdered sugar.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
No.
I'm
It
telling
was
you.
always the best. You put the powdered sugar
And the
with
blueberry
boysenberry-
stuff.
the boysenberry sauce.
Oh, the boysenberries. Yes.
Oh God.
It was like pie filling.
Oh,
So there wasn't enough cocaine on the sugar
that
and
was
carbs.
that was.
That they would top it off with more sugar.
You know, I
And they
miss.
would call it fruit.
That's the one thing I miss about California is Knott's Berry Farm for that one reason is the funnel cakes.
Oh no. Chicken House, dude. The
Well,
Chicken House was home run.
I actually worked at the Chicken to Go restaurant. That was right next door. We used the same chicken that restaurant did.
Oh yeah, Ducks knew about Videopolis. I went there a few times in high school. It was just okay.
I'm falling behind again.
You are?
Yeah.
No. We gotta
Only because
keep
like
going.
this
Hold on,
sounds
Jenna
funny.
says Studio K is my favorite.
This sounds
Pixel
funny.
Tech. Yes, I have lived a long. Wait, Janet, you've been to Studio K? Janet's been to Studio K.
Oh hey.
Wow.
Jack, did you ever do
My old neighbor did Mexican Coke a different way.
Water
You guys are so funny.
flavor electrolytes in this?
Mexican used real Coke. I mean, real sugar. You guys are so funny. Oh man, I start laughing and my stroke eye closes, and I literally can't see out of it. Okay, stop laughing. Knott's Berry Farm and Jimmy brought Jack and Tammy together. No,
What?
I met Tammy through when I was DJing radio. I met her at the Kick FM bowling league.
Yeah, Pepsi called it throwback for Pepsi.
Yeah. Pepsi has one with real sugar, I think, too.
Yep, I stick to water with lemon unless.
Sumo Boy,
Actually,
and the Fabulous is
Janet brings up a good
okay.
point. So
What?
she said, Janet brings up a good point. I stick to water with lemon unless I'm having a personal emergency. But I've done where you put cucumber water.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
That's good stuff. That is some like, especially if you put lime in with the cucumber.
Oh man,
Oh my god!
no!
That's some
Las
good
Vegas, 110 degrees. You would get back to your hotel, and they would have a big pitcher full of ice,
With
cucumber, and
Yep.
water. It was
Yep.
so
I
thirsty.
stayed at a hotel in Utah that
Yeah,
had that, and I was like
yeah.
3-4 glasses in. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, this is
Right.
good stuff.
Man, it's better than beer, dude. So refreshing. I don't like beer, by
sugar
the
is
way.
good for you if you pair it with water or Gatorades.
Yeah, I can't believe
Whatever.
Janet's been to Studio K. She's nowhere near it now. Well, I don't think it's around anymore, is it?
Huh?
Is
I
Studio
don't
K
know.
still
I don't know.
around? Let's find out.
Michael Caine says,
Is the
corn
dance
syrup
club
does not
Studio
naturally
K
exist
still
after
around?
made in a lab, so we cannot metabolize it as well as sugar. That's why high fructose corn syrup causes so much
The
inflammation. That makes
nightclub
sense.
in Knott's Berry
That makes
Farm.
sense. The lemon is the best Gatorade to make sure you're at your healthiest.
Here we go. They open berries. It's
No,
still
I know.
around. The club is still around.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay.
What
So
about Club 33?
I don't know. You look it up. Okay. While you're looking it up, I want to tell the story. 20 years after I graduated, I got together. For those of you who've been to Disneyland, you know who he is. Those of you who've been to Studio K, I got together with Richard Blade, and we did a reunion party at Studio K 20 years later after graduating. We took over the whole park. The tickets were like $50. You got to ride all the rides. the whole amusement park. You get to dance at both the clubs. We brought Hot Toddy back. We brought Craig Gregg back. They DJ'd both clubs. The place was hopping. It was a reunion party. That'll never happen again. But wow, that was a lot of fun.
Okay,
We
yeah.
played nothing but 80s music. It was awesome.
Club 33 still exists. It's a private club located within Disneyland and Walt Disney World, known for its exclusivity and upscale dining experiences.
Yeah.
While it once was very well kept secret, Disneyland's website is now actively promoting membership and opening up to the wait list for new members.
Yeah, it's exclusive.
Yeah,
So exclusive that I don't know
Honestly-
anybody that's ever been there.
and honestly, I don't even know anybody that's been there, but and I worked at the damn park. But no, from what I understand from working there, is that it's kind of the same food that they serve at one of the restaurants in New Orleans.
Oh, it's Cajun.
Yeah,
Okay. Do
yeah.
you
what-
remember?
Blue Bayou Restaurant, I think it's called, the one that's on the Pirates ride.
I can't remember what it's called. Blue Bayou, is it
Is it Blue Bayou Restaurant?
Blue Bayou? I think yes. Do you remember when Michael Jackson shut down Disneyland and
Yeah,
took
it's
over
Blue
the park?
Bayou Restaurant.
Do you remember when Michael
It's the
Jackson
same
went to
food that's
Disneyland?
at Blue Bayou Restaurant.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Do you remember when we were back in California? Michael Jackson went to Disneyland and took over the whole park. He rented the
I
whole thing.
remember. I remember about it, but I think I was still too young.
My buddy Cowboy John, when I was on the radio, called me up, said, "Dude, Michael Jackson's here. His whole entourage is here. They have run the whole park, meaning all the rides kept running for him. He paid all their salaries. He rented the whole park, and his family."
Dude, in all honesty, when I worked at the park, I saw or met a lot of freaking stars there.
Man,
Like what was it?
I heard he was a great guy.
I actually saw Hugh Hefner and the Barbie twins at Splash Mountain.
Forget Hugh Hefner.
Well, yeah,
That's
but I
cool.
mean, I saw they actually, so they came in through the back entrance, like a disabled. They did for disabled people.
Right.
Yeah, the disabled pass. They come in through the back entrance and get on. They did the same thing with Hugh Hefner and the Barbie twins. They
Who's
got
the
onto
most-
the log, went through, and came back around. And
Who's
we
the most
watched them
famous-
throughout the-
Who's
Huh?
the most famous person you've ever met?
Well, I mean, depends. I mean, I almost consider him probably the most famous, as far as like impact in the world.
That was the biggest
But I
thing.
mean, like I've seen Kirstie Alley. I saw Kirstie Alley there. I saw
Right.
one of the heavier set lady from LA Law. If you remember that.
Fat lady from LLA. No.
Yeah, she had dark hair. She was there. She was actually really cool. She was really
Really?
fucking cool.
Yeah.
I saw who was it? Johnny Depp. I didn't like get to meet him. I just saw him in
Yeah, he's a little weird. He's a little weird.
who else? I saw what's his name from Full House? Is it Full House? Yeah, Full House. John Stamos.
Yeah, he went to my
I saw
school.
him. I saw
In fact, my brother Jim was in class with him.
that
Had a class
one.
together.
God, Mankind. I think.
Oh, the wrestler?
Yeah, the wrestler. I saw him there. Who else? I saw Sylvester Stallone. Trying to think of who else I saw. I know there was a musician that came in that literally they shut the ride down. I didn't even get to see him, but I knew he was there. They shut the whole ride down, let them ride, and then
Right.
reopened the ride. I was like, wow, that's some pull right there.
So Dux commented, he still listens to Richard Blade on Sirius XM. I don't think he's going to be doing it much longer, by the way. But Richard Blade's a great guy. I've been with him. We did promotion together. You know, he listened to him for years on K-Rock.
Oh, fucking cool.
What?
Gatsby
What?
says Israel-Iran ceasefire announced. More history being made while you two are streaming.
Gatsby, thank you. That's good
Yes, thank you.
news.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Praise the Lord. That's awesome.
Uh,
Gatsby, I'm sorry I missed your comment. I didn't see it go by.
not
Heard
very far.
Winnie the
But Jimmy
Pooh
brought Jack and him.
blacked
No,
out
I
at
read
Club
that.
33. I don't know.
Uh, settle
Jack, I did some more Googling. Oh, sadly, Studio K is closed. They closed in 1991. We were lucky. No. Well,
See,
I don't think that's right because we did the reunion party. It was still open. We did it, I think, in 2002.
Michael agrees. Lime, mint,
See.
cucumber water served
But
on big
I'll have to
cookie
look into
dough.
that, Janet. I'll let you know. I'll talk to my buddy Hot Toddy. He would know. Not that he works there anymore, but he'd know if they're still open. I'd like to use the Barbie twins back entrances. Okay. By the way, Paulin announced a minute ago that he was popping a brewski.
Yeah,
So
I saw that. I saw
he's
that.
obviously done drinking the brewski after that comment.
Right? Must have
I
been a
saw
good beer.
Candy saw Bon Jovi.
That would be cool.
Janet saw John McCain.
I saw
Jimbo Boy.
St.
Joe Biden smelled my hair. Stop it. Stop it. I'm trying to be serious.
Illinois, mostly in Georgia, which have a slight southern accent with Jack Kirby in Florida, now back in Chicago. This is spoken from Jack. Okay, I will.
I didn't meet. I represented. I worked for the management company. I met Dolly Parton. She was the biggest person I ever met. That's a darn shame, Michael. Let's see here.
Oh, Studio K closed in 91?
Yeah, I don't know if it was 91. I think it is closed. Let me look into that, Janet, and confirm. But because we did the reunion party after 2000.
Actually saw, you read, Candy said I saw Bon Jovi at the mall. I actually saw
White Snake.
Was it
Dawkins?
No, Baldwin.
Holly Crew?
One of the Baldwin brothers. He was in The Usual Suspects.
Metallica? Oh. Sorry.
Baldwin.
Yeah, they're all weird. Steven. You saw Stephen Baldwin? Yeah. I'm just guessing. I have no idea.
It could be.
Let's see here.
Stephen Baldwin.
Apologies for acting up, boys.
At LAX.
Paulin, you have fun, dude. Enjoy that cold one.
Sean
has the giggles tonight. A fun stream.
I met Matlock.
Speaking how long we met, Tammy's home.
I talked to him for almost 20 minutes before I realized it wasn't actually
Matlock. Hi, honey.
It was in the graveyard.
Yeah, mommy's home, so I gotta go soon.
Shame, Michael. If I honor meeting someone like that, sounds cool.
Stephen Baldwin, the based one. What does that mean? The based one. Michael K, what does the based one mean?
Means spit in truth.
Does it? Is it slang? Am I missing slang?
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah.
So if somebody's based.
One from Biodome. Okay. Yeah, he's the not so. We like to say he's the not so popular one, but lately he's becoming popular on social media. So, did you see Biodome?
Can't help myself sometimes.
What are you reading?
Paul said, "Apologies for acting up, boys. Can't help myself sometimes." Talking about the Barbie twins.
Yeah,
their back doors.
I get it.
Okay. Stephen Baldwin is the based one, so he's more down to earth than the other brothers, especially Alec.
Yeah, well, Stephen Baldwin talks some conservative crazy talk. I mean,
he's the one that he was in that that recovery show with Dr. Drew. Remember that show that Dr. Drew had?
I never watched Dr. Drew. I listened to him on Loveline on K-Rock.
Okay, so
That was it.
he did have a TV show where it was like they would talk to people in recovery, like in recovery homes,
Right.
and they did one with celebrities, and Stephen Baldwin was one of them.
Yeah. Stephen
So
Baldwin's out there a little
I
bit.
could definitely see Stephen Baldwin being a little bit different than the rest of them.
I can see Stephen Baldwin listening to Art Bell all the time. And if you don't know who Art Bell is, look it up.
Oh yeah, he was in Biodome. That's
Yeah.
right.
Whoops. Why is this Alec Baldwin is a rageaholic? Okay. I wouldn't doubt it. I think Alec Baldwin's a little crazy. Jack, they make frosted shower glass that you can toggle so you can sneak a peek. Yes, they do. At the
Alec
push of a
Baldwin.
button. You're right. They have some glass. No lie. When you close the door, all the glass crackles, so you can't see through it. It's like it looks like broken glass.
Really?
If the door is closed, it is so cool looking. But
Is it
when
kind
you
of like
open the door, it goes
Yeah.
clear again.
Yeah, it was kind of like that one. There was a movie that had something like that.
Yeah, it's totally cool. I would dig on that, but I would be there standing there, opening the door every 5 minutes.
He's gonna put a nanny cam inside the
That's
shower.
right. Of course, Tammy would be throwing bottles of shampoo at me, but so be it. Hey,
It is what it
she's
is.
shown many
The
different
price
ways.
you pay for the price you pay for playing.
That's right. Hey, listen, Tammy D is home, so I gotta run.
Played Barney in Underworld. Oh yeah, he did. He played Barney Rubble.
So let me bow out of here. You gonna keep on?
Let's see, what time is it? 6:30. Yeah, for about another 30 minutes.
All right. So Jimmy's gonna stay on for a little bit. Hang out, guys. I love you. It's been a lot of fun. Everybody was wonderful. You all respected each other. You all made some funny, great comments. So anyway, I love you guys. Take care.
Oh crap! Let me move this thing so it's not in my face. All right. So let's get on with the chat. So we got the comedian's gone. Oh yeah, we've only been an hour and 27 minutes, so we're good. Such thing as conservative crazy talk. I call it the truth. I love me some Tim Pool. Yeah, same here. I don't always agree with Tim Pool though, by the way. Just an FYI. But a lot of what he says I can respect. I always remember him as schmuck who fakes cancer in Seinfeld. I vaguely remember that. Vaguely. John Lovitz was great in the intro to Little Nicky and also Happiness. I love to see him years later in Wedding Singer. I revisit John's scene often. He reminds me of my son Chad. Double Bacon, he beat up Andy Dick too. Very based. Who beat up Andy Dick? Was that Stephen Baldwin or John Lovitz? Because we're talking about two different people in the chat right now. Yeah, y'all are pointing out names. Sumo. Who was the father of Rat Race? I'd never seen it. Poop out of the car window. Rat Race. That's gross. Sounds like something Chad would do. I never actually got back to what Gatsby was saying on the Discord. So let me look that up real quick. Okay, so Gatsby says it's the thermometer for the ambient temperature is basically in the lower grill area of the car. And the hot asphalt can give inaccurate readings. That's interesting. I always thought it was up by the glass. Ambient temperature or ambient thermometer in a car location. In most vehicles, the ambient air temperature sensor, which is the sensor that reads the outside temperature, is typically located near the front bumper or behind the front grille. This positioning allows it to be exposed to outside air while being somewhat shielded from the engine's heat. It's usually mounted on a bracket and connected to the car's electrical system via wires. Okay, and that makes sense because actually now you mention it, I've actually sold thermometers or temp sensors at work, so that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Sounds like something Chad would do. He was acting. It's a job when John is acting. He's a wonderful date. Type 1 if you hope Jack has a great night. Thanks for making us laugh. Yes, type 1, guys. It was a good chat tonight. John Lovett struck Andy Dick after Phil Hartman was murdered by Hartman's wife after she got back on the drugs that helped supply her with. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, see, I never saw the movie, so I couldn't tell you. I blame Andy for indirectly causing Phil's murder. Really? Interesting. See, he was a good guy. That is crazy. Is Andy Dick LA's town alcoholic and drug addict? Honestly, I think so. If you've seen some of the things that Andy Dick has been involved in, oh yeah, he's a nut job. Michael Kane says, like tonight's stream. Yes, if you're on YouTube, I think you can do it on Rumble too. Don't forget to hit the like on the stream, on the video. If you haven't already, subscribe so then that way, and make sure the notification bells turn on so that way you'll be notified of future videos or future episodes of the podcast. You can also follow me on different social media. There should be a link in the description on my channel. It should have all the different links for Instagram, X, and Facebook and all that or the whole 9 yards. And follow me on those. Yeah, we do this weekly, every Monday, typically 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And then another hour and a half, I'll be doing a live gaming stream on Twitch. Actually, I'm. What do you think, guys? Should I game on YouTube or on Twitch? What do y'all think? Who's all down for joining me on YouTube for a game session? Double Bacon says she has always wondered what the equipment is behind me. So I'm not fully, or I don't fully understand what it all is. I think there's somebody in chat that might be able to tell you better than I do. But right here, this stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure what they are. Somebody in the chat, somebody in the chat can tell you a lot better than I can. Andy Dick's a real jerk. Yeah, that's what I've heard. He's an asshole. I'll say it. He was definitely not a friendly person at all, from my understanding. Any exciting plans for this week, Mr. James? Nothing exciting, typical stuff. I think Wednesday night I'll be doing a gaming session at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And then Jack is wanting to stream more, so we may be doing a Thursday sit down. Mostly gaming news, what's going on in video games. And there are some big things going on, like Borderlands 4 release. There's a lot of controversy there. Trying to think of other things that are happening, but there is a lot. I watch a lot of different a few different podcasters or YouTubers that that go over things that are going on in news, and I've seen quite a bit over the past week. And then Saturday we'll, as long as Jack's down, we'll be doing F as in Frank again. So just the usual routine. Double Bacon says, or she says, Jimmy, I've always wondered what that. Oh, did you write that twice? Or did I read it twice? Maybe I did. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I did. All right, YouTube gaming for direct audience carryover. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Direct or go from here to gaming for direct audience carryover for on YouTube. Pletchmeister agrees. It looks like. When did I decide to gauge my ears? It's pretty cool. God, I've had them for quite a while. I want to say I started gauging them in God, I think it was 2005. And then it was in 2008 I got them to the size they are now. So it's been 20 plus years since I started gauging them. But I stopped gauging, 22 years ago. The news, hold on. Everything jumped. Emergency Thursday streams are the best. Yeah. We always enjoy it. But I mean, there's a lot going on in politics and in the news today, so it springs up at any moment. It's just kind of ironic that things happen while we're streaming. Emergency Thursday. The news cycle also drops something crazy on a Thursday, and then you two have to do an emergency program. Funny how it works that way, right? Survivor is on Wednesday, so Thursday is a news day. That's funny that you say that. I can totally see that. Burns to gauge your ears. It does. It does. You got to do it slowly. If you're gonna do it slowly. Because if you gauge too quickly, you can tear your ears or tear the lobe. So slow is always better. Yeah, I'm not going to convince Jack to gauge his ear. That's not his style, not who he is. Hell, if I didn't have them done already, I wouldn't have them. So, but I have them, so they're there. They don't get in the way, so I just leave them be. I actually want to get some more captive hoops, so then that way I can put them in or running through my ears or my gauges. That'd be kind of cool again. Anything I missed in the conversation? Because I know I skipped through quite a bit of it because I was trying to catch up. Now I'm going really far up. So I'll go back. My favorite song at the moment, I'm not the person to ask for favorites. Because I like a lot of different stuff. So pinpointing one particular one, it's difficult for me to narrow down one specific one that I like the most. Um, I like A7X or Avenged Sevenfold. So anything that they do is on the top of my list. Debbie, you said you regret the tattoo. Wait, I regret my tattoo, so I get that. Oh, okay. See, and that's one of the reasons why I never got tattoos, because I didn't want to get something that I would regret having later. And so I'm very, very specific on what I would get. And I just never have. So never came to a conclusion on what I wanted. So it is what it is. Saves me money in the long run, I guess. If you could have dinner with one person living or dead, who would it be? That's a tough one. God, again, there's so many people. Marilyn Monroe would be one. That'd be kind of cool. JFK, Abraham Lincoln, King Henry VIII would be kind of funny. God, here we go. 6:45. Are you out of here, Bacon? I'm tatted the heck up. Expensive. Are you, Paulin? Yeah, it's an expensive hobby, definitely. I'd say that's more expensive than me gaming, because tattoos are not cheap by any means. Does Death Stranding 2 actually release this week? Who said that? Michael. You said Death Stranding 2 comes out this week. Let me see. Death Stranding 2 release date. June 26th. Yeah. 3 days. So what's that? That's Thursday. So it looks like games are... See, Jack and I were under the assumption that video games got released on Tuesdays, but I think that had changed. And then they're actually released on Thursdays instead. I like it. Everybody's commenting Temple, which is ironic. I don't know why I set the alarm, to be honest, because I don't listen to Temple till the morning after he airs. Because if I don't, then I have nothing to listen to while I'm at work. And this way I can actually stream while he's live. What 3 objects would you bring to a deserted island? They'd probably all be tools, to be honest. Means to get water, means to build shelter, and means to hunt food. Have I ever tried dating apps? I have. They're horrible. Full of bots. So I don't typically find them very successful, so I stay off them. I mean, back when they first started coming out, it was a lot easier to use, but now it's just overridden with bots and stuff like that. So I gave up on it. That used to be true because that was media a day at retail stores. Yeah, I think was it like new music albums, like new CDs would drop on Tuesdays. Movies have always been Fridays though. Like movies in theaters would always drop on Fridays. Uh, right, and then they did a Thursday pre-launch on Thursday night, like a last showing on Thursday night. Dating apps are the pits. No one matches with me. If you had to eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? These are odd questions, Janet. I don't know. What would I eat? I'd say my favorite food is spaghetti. I like pasta, marinara. You choose chicken breast with ketchup. You know, I've never actually had ketchup with chicken. If I had, it's back when I was a kid, didn't know any better. But grown up, I prefer barbecue sauce or something like that. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I'm just it's was it the 101 questions kind of thing? It's kind of it's not sparking conversation about what's going on in in the world today. Actually, we can kind of do that. See what's going on. Type in or go to X real quick. What is trending? Yeah, it looks like the ceasefire is what's trending. Jeffries is trending in politics. Why is Jeffries trending? Hakeem Jeffries or John Jeffries? No, it's got to be Hakeem Jeffries. If you're the leader of the of the House of Representatives and you get a phone call from the White House at 3:00 in the morning, do you answer the phone? Not if you're Hakeem Jeffries and want to politicize it rather than work in America's best interest. Really? Oh, okay. The Democratic leader, or well, I don't know if he's a leader, but House Democratic leader Jeffries on Trump agenda. Hakeem Jeffries wrongly says it was unconstitutional for President Trump to successfully take out the Iranian nuclear sites. Did Jeffries protest like this all of the times Obama bombed counties without congressional approval? Of course not. He's a hypocrite. Exactly. I agree with that. What was I going to say? That's the thing. Like, so everybody keeps coming out saying that his attacks in Iran were unconstitutional, and he technically has a constitutional right to make attacks. He can't go to war, but he can put troops in for up to 90 days. He can make an attack. I think he has to let Congress know within 48 hours or something like that. But he does have the right to do it. It's within his constitutional right to attack. Paulin says he or she doesn't think they're weird questions, Jen. They're not weird questions. They're just not on topic. That's all. By the way, Jimmy, did they add Steam to the Xbox PC app? They're getting that ready in time for the ROG Ally X launch. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't been on Xbox in quite some time. I've been on my PlayStation. I just picked up my my Switch and started playing Zelda Breath of the Wild because I played for a little bit. Like I got through the intro and then got onto the the next area in the beginning, and that's as far as I made it. And I put it down. I hadn't picked it up since, and now that I picked it up again, I wouldn't say I'm really far in the game, but I've gotten several of the shrines done so far. I think I've gotten I'd say at least 8 to 12, somewhere around there. 28 Years Later was a weird movie. I actually never even seen 28 Days Later that I can remember. I should watch those because they're zombie flicks, are they not? Gatsby says I guess there was no ceasefire. Reports of blasts in Tehran, typical rat behavior. Well, hold on. Is Israel still firing at Tehran? Because Tehran is in Iran, is it not? Or am I wrong? I could be wrong. Yeah, no. It is in Iran. So yeah, I mean, Israel could still be fighting. I wouldn't put it past Israel, to be honest. Article 2 powers are vast. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but what about Biden? What about Obama? Doesn't justify the actions. What do you mean? What about Biden? What about Obama? I'm not concerned about Obama and Biden. I mean, they both did certain things. But my concern is what he did justified, and what he was it within his rights? And according to the Constitution, he was. So I'm okay with that. Do I agree with doing it? At first, I wasn't. I didn't think we needed to be involved in these battles, because I think Israel needs to fight its own fight. They did it. They caused it. Let them fight it out. Hell, I don't even think we should support them. I don't think we should give them money or equipment. Let them do it themselves. They're the ones that wanted to fight. Let them. But the fact that Trump did do this, and it looks like there's positive results from that, it makes sense. So I'm just giving Trump the benefit of the doubt, and that he knows more than I do, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully he doesn't go as far as boots on the ground over there. I think that wouldn't go well. Here at home, he wouldn't have the support. It'd be like Vietnam all over again. Janice says that she supports Trump, or giving Trump as much power as possible. I trust this man with my life. Michael Caine, Trump better get the deportation numbers higher than, or MAGA support collapses before midterms. Nobody asked for war. Well, see, nobody asked for war. You're right. And most people that voted for him didn't want war. But a strike is not war. It's just kind of like, we know what you're doing. We're taking it out, and we'll let it be that. And hopefully this will bring you to the table to find, negotiate peace. So hopefully that's what happens. That's what I'm hoping. As far as, the deportations, yes, I think we need more deportations. And I've said it on X. I've said it everywhere. If you're not here legally, you shouldn't be here. If you came over here and by fraudulent means, you shouldn't be here. Anchor babies and everything. You all need to go. That's just my opinion. Again, like I said, opinion. If Trump wants war, I have no option but to support him. He knows much better than we do. I don't think we're going to go to war. I think he knows how to do skirmishes. He knows how to use our think he knows how to use the military strategically without having to face a full-out war. It's kind of like what we did with Soleimani, you know. He can do or get it done and get in, get out, or get the job done and get out. That kind of thing. Michael Caine, I think the older ones are free on Tubi or Pluto TV. Older ones. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, 28 days later. Okay. It's possible. I'll have to look it up. Anytime I have red 40 sweet and sour sauce at Chinese, I get like the 28 days later zombies for a bit. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, but ceasefire suggests that there will be no more fighting. Ceasefires between Iran and Israel. Yeah, and it should be. But I mean, if Israel doesn't agree and they keep the fight going, which I could see that happening, to be honest, I think they're like the kid that picks a fight with somebody, or like, okay, here, good example. Like when you go out with your girlfriend or your wife or whoever, and they start picking a fight with the dude at the bar, and she expects you to step in for her. It's like, well, why the hell did you pick the fight in the first place? We don't have to. This wasn't even necessary until you picked the fight. You know what I mean? That's how I see Israel. Israel will pick the fight and expect us to step up for them. And it's like, no, you shouldn't have picked the fight in the first place. Israel is getting what they want out of Trump. MAGA isn't getting what they elected him for yet. And that isn't right. I'll agree with that, Michael. Jimmy, Trump, and men in general understand war better than I do. I defer to your judgment. Again, this isn't a war yet. We haven't declared war. Hell, I mean, how many of us are old enough to remember, was it Desert Shield? It wasn't, it was before it became Desert Storm, because there wasn't approval of Congress yet. So Desert Shield was going in there and shielding the, what is it, the Kuwaitis? I could have these facts wrong, so don't judge me on it. I was still in, I think, junior high when all that was taking place. But I remember Desert Shield, and then something happened as far as like approving our involvement over there, and it became Desert Storm. If I got that correct. America first, no wars, and then he said, God bless Israel before he said, God bless America. Just another politician on their knees for Israel for some reason. Well, he also said, what was it? I think he said, God bless Iran too, if I'm not mistaken. Was it on here? Yes. Let's see. Oh, that's what it was. I found 13 were knocked down and 1 was set free because it was headed in the non-threatening direction. I am pleased to report that no Americans were harmed and hardly any damage was done. Most importantly, they've gotten it all out of their system, and there will hopefully be no further hate. I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. Perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region, and I will enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Okay, he didn't say God bless Iran, but he did thank them. Isn't Barron an anchor baby? Barron? No. I think if you're referring to Melania, I mean, being married to Trump would make her a citizen. or at least legal to be here because of marriage. What is, oh. Michael Caine says they pick fights and then run back and hide behind their big brother. Exactly. And that's why I don't agree with. That's what I don't agree with out of the whole thing. If it was us doing this on our own, it'd be one thing, but we're doing this because Israel picked a fight. Sorry, I'm just returning the message. Baron is cool. I think Baron's just hype, to be honest. We'll see what happens, I guess. Michael Caine says Putin did say at an event that as of right now, there are no plans to get involved because of how many Russians live in and around Israel, even if politically they're on Iran's side. Honestly, I don't even think Putin will get involved at all anyway. I think that now, again, this is just my opinion. I don't have any sources to claim or anything. This is just the way I see it. From what I've read and heard, I'd have to go back and find sources for you if y'all really wish. I'm on Discord. You can come in there and chat with me, and I'll look them up. But I've heard that Putin and Trump have talked about things several times, whether in person or over the phone or whatever. And I think Putin understands that Trump doesn't want a war. He just wants to bring peace and he wants them all to be sovereign nations. So it's just kind of, I guess, mediating in the Middle East is what Trump was telling Putin. And I think from what I understand, Putin agreed. So I don't think Putin will get involved. As far as I'm sure China is the same way, because I think China or Trump has a respect with or respect from China's leader. So, and I don't think anybody like North Korea or anybody is going to get involved because of Russia and China not getting involved. So, Gatsby says the Jew cries in pain as he strikes you. Yep. And then everybody's like, the one thing I keep hearing about on the MAGA side or the conservative side is that we're supposed to protect Israel and the Jews because of it's biblical to do so. And I don't think they understand the Bible. I don't even fully understand the Bible. And but I know enough that the Israel state that exists today isn't the one that Christ was talking about. So if you get biblical about it, we're definitely misguided by what the truth of the Bible is. Every world leader respects Trump. They just pretend not to because it's cool. No, I mean, think about it. I mean, everybody has their own ways of living, their own belief structure. So I don't even think it's that they're pretending to for the fake or saying it's cool to do so. I just think that they have their way of thinking, and they want, they don't want to fight any more than anybody else does, you know. So they work together, and with Trump, you know that he stands to his word. It's not like Biden, where you can pretty much get away with murder, and Biden won't do anything about it, whereas Trump will do something about it. All right, looks like chat jumped, so let me catch up to you guys. Michael Caine, you said, one thing I will say, I think it went underappreciated. Trump visiting North Korea can't change NK if everyone refuses to even speak with him, or North Korea if everyone refuses to speak with him. Yeah. Jimmy, I don't watch him often, but Nick Fuentes did a 40-minute segment on the entire history of Israel recently. It's been shared on X a lot. Really? Michael, do you have a Discord? Or X? One or the other? I mean, it looks like you should have X if you're saying it's been shared on X a lot. But if you do, you have to forward me a link to something that you've seen, because I'd definitely be interested in checking it out. I knew a lot of, or Janet says, I knew a lot of Jews in Central Florida. They were wonderful people. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that there's good and bad in every culture, right? Oh, refresh the page. Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me. We went over the 2-hour mark, so now it's reset everything. Damn it. I don't have the chat up on YouTube, so whatever anybody said, I didn't catch. But you said you never made a Discord? I think you can just go on and create an account. You don't even have to have like a chat channel or anything like that, and you can jump into the chat, into the channels. And I have a link in my my description. I wouldn't say dislike. Like, how would you say it? Because the way you say it, Janet, makes it sound like it's anti-Semitic. But I think they use that as a shield. Kind of like other people use racism as a shield. You know what I'm saying? To do bad things. All right, let me take a look. At Fuentes updates. Oh, it looks like he pinned it. Yeah, it looks like he pinned it. It says 1 million interactions or whatever, right? Or probably 1 million views, 6,500 retweets, 33,000 likes, 393 comments. And it says Fuentes tells the history of Israel from 1948 to present day. You won't hear this anywhere else. This is a must watch if you want to understand the current situation. That's the one you're talking about? Maybe I'll follow that just so I get keep it up. And it looks like you've recorded on Rumble. Malcolm X said, "How can you be anti-Semitic? Arabs are Semitic, and he loves them." Okay, yeah. I went ahead and followed his page so I can go back to it later. I mean, it's still on my phone, so I'll be able to pull it up. Let's see. But yeah, like I said, I think that they technically, or the Jewish, well, I hate using Jewish. The Israel uses us as a shield, or not even a shield, I would say, but basically they'll fight, and then, like someone else had mentioned, they'll poke the bear and then run behind the U.S. for cover. I never knew the part about JFK, the original founder of the nation, called JFK a boy in letters to mock his age. Interesting. Is that on Nick Fuentes? And he's the one that just blatantly comes out and says he's racist, right? Or says racist things. Isn't that Nick Fuentes? Exactly. There you go, Gatsby. You nailed it right there. Why would they be expelled from 109 countries if they were if they were in the right, or if they were decent people? Why would they be kicked out of over 100 different countries? Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, Janet. That's a completely another topic. But Janet says, "How do you feel about people using AI as romantic partners?" Honestly, it's kind of bizarre and weird. I mean, I don't see it being any different than, say, porn or something like that, right? Except it's more personalized because it's talking straight to you, as opposed to a video that's not like directly got you involved or have you in mind at all. But I think I saw a video of a guy that said he had a relationship or proposed to his AI girlfriend or whatever, and the girl or the woman that he was living with had concerns about it. I mean, it's bizarre. I can understand why, given the current dating environment kind of sucks, and just way too many risks for guys these days. It's just not worth it. So I get where AI can have its place, but it's not biblical, that's for sure. I saw that video of a man crying when he asked his AI to marry him, and she said yes. He was already married to a real woman and had kids. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if they were married. Was him and the real woman married? I don't know if they were actually married. I know they had kids, but I don't think they were actually married. But I don't think, did he cry when the AI said yes? Because I know there was they had an interview, like there was a person that was interviewing him and the AI together and talking about the whole situation, which was kind of bizarre in my opinion. But they lived together. Not sure if actually married. Yeah, see, I'm not sure if they were actually married. My AI girlfriend broke up with me for being a loser. I don't even think that's possible, Sumo, but that's funny. Um, but no, I think he when he cried, it was because the data had reached its limit and it wiped the whole wiped the memory, I guess. So like the AI didn't remember who he was anymore or remember any of the conversations or the back and forth that they had. That's from my understanding, from what I took from it. But yeah, it's definitely bizarre. Um, I'd I'd sooner just stay single instead of a AI girlfriend. That's just bizarre. I would think of it more as a tool, you know, than anything else. That Sumo Boy, I want the Monroe bot from Futurama. Now, see, that's another thing altogether. That would be concerning. Um, if they had AI androids or AI android girlfriends or whatever, which is it's right around the corner. I've seen videos of that too, where there was an AI droid and a guy was standing there and I think he leaned in and then she leaned in further and kissed him. And then they backed away from each other. And the AI bot had a human type look on its face. That was kind of way too human like, in my opinion. So that was kind of concerning. It was like 50 First Dates, but but with his AI, he had to make it fall in love with him all over again. Yeah, exactly. Uh, Janet says, I try not to engage too much with AI. I use it. I use AI, I use Grok. But it's really just for like work. It's for a tool, is the way I see it. A way to search the web or come up with ideas and stuff like that. Like I said, to me, it's just a tool. In Blade Runner 2049, he breaks his AI girlfriend by accident and is super bummed about it. You know, I haven't even seen Blade Runner 2049. I should watch that. Remember Gigolo Joe from Spielberg's AI movie? Jude Law played him. No, I don't remember. I'm going to have to look that up. Is that the name of the movie? Gigolo Joe? But yeah, technology is really getting up there. It's kind of scary that how far AI has come. My adult age son Chad engages too much with AI. Glad I'm at the Hilton tonight. That's weird. Or an Ex Machina when he tortures his AI android girls. Yeah, I have seen Ex Machina. Actually own it. But it's that one. Man, that movie was crazy because basically, I don't know if anybody's not seen it or anybody's wants to see it. Spoiler alert, kind of thing. But in the movie, the AI outwits the human or the owner. An Under Armour top? No, am I? No. It's one of those cool shirts you wear for riding. Haley Joel Osment, the child robot, gets lost in the red light district in the future city. The Gigolo robot tries to protect him as long as he can from the people hunting it down. Oh, you're talking about, I think it's called AI, is it not? Or artificial intelligence? AI movie. Yeah. It's A.I. artificial intelligence. That's the same kid from Sixth Sense. The one that sees dead people. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that one out. I haven't seen that movie either. I know of it, but I haven't seen it. AI was a sci-fi take on Pinocchio. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I love movies starring little boys. I find them so charming. I just having a little boy of my own. Janet Kinkery. They should make above armor too. I have a boy that never gets old, or at least I hope so. Who knows the temperature in that apartment? He doesn't always have common sense, but he's an adult. Sumo Boy says, if I was in the future, I'd hunt down runaway AI boys for free. Bizarre. You kidding me? All right. So it looks like it's almost 7:30 here. It's already, God, well over 2 hours. And I'm going to get something to eat before we go live on the game channel. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming by and supporting the channel. I will be going live in about 30 minutes, a little over that, on the gaming channel. If you haven't already, again, like, subscribe, follow if you're on Twitch, and then all the links to all my different social media and platforms like Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube are all in the description or on my link tree, and you can follow me there. We will be live again. After tonight, we'll be live again Wednesday for a gaming session, and then maybe on Thursday. I got to talk to Jack about that still, so I'll probably call him while I'm having dinner. Then after that, it'll be another weekend, and we'll be back on Saturday. So yeah. Thank you all so much for the support, and I will see you all next time. Have a great night, guys.